Hello my girls, and welcome back to the Lean Girl YouTube channel, your one-stop shop for all of your lean body hacks, insanely good recipes, a lot of good stuff, tools, knowledge, food, did I mention food? That is going to help you to reach all of your lean body goals in 2022. Today's video is all about one thing that you are definitely going to need if you want to make progress in 2022, and that is habits. And we've all heard this 100 times, right? If you just make it a habit, you'll be fine.
Isn't it ironic? Don't you think?
Well, thank you, Susan. If only you'd have told us all we needed to do was make it a habit and, get new habits, lose the old ones. If we had known, we would have done it. But let's be real. Habits are hard to break, or bad habits are hard to break, and new habits are kind of hard to create, right? So in today's video, I want to share with you a super powerful step-by-step guide on how we are going to create new habits. Now, why are habits so freaking epic? Number one, a habit is almost effortless, right? You just do it subconsciously without much effort. And imagine you were doing all the things that were contributing to you reaching your lean body goals almost automatically. You were getting up for gym, you were eating the right foods, almost like brushing your teeth, right? It's not like you think to yourself every day like, am I gonna brush my teeth? Am I not? No, it just becomes instantaneous. And the second reason why habits are so amazing is that it is these small daily compound actions which are going to get you the results, because why? Consistency is everything. You didn't win a marathon from going for a jog for one day, right? We need to do things consistently for us to actually make progress and for us to actually see the results and the outcomes of our hard work. I want to introduce you to a technique which is going to help you build a habit called streaking. And essentially, streaking is not wanting to break the chain. So let's say you have a habit that you want to create, and there's a small daily action that you can take every single day consciously that is gonna help you to create that habit. And you basically just focus on one day at a time. And I want you to imagine like a big calendar. And every single day, you just have to focus on that day and crossing off that you did it. So like, let's say you want to work on your upper body strength. And so you say, cool, how am I going to do this? I'm going to do 10 push-ups every single day. And so you're like, geez, well, 10 push-ups isn't really hard, right? That's something achievable, something that I can do, and something, so the goal is essentially to work on your upper body strength, and the habit that you want to create is to start working out and start working on your upper body strength. So every single day, you essentially are going to check that off your list, and before you know it, the more days you are racking up, the less likely you are to want to quit. And I have done this so successfully myself with different habits that I've wanted and tried to create. And it almost gamifies it in a way that you've now started to rack up so many streaks that you really don't want to break your flow. And then the craziest thing happens, that it almost becomes harder not to do it than to do it. And there is so much research behind this technique on how people have used it to create incredible, powerful habits. I actually went to a fantastic talk, and the speaker was speaking about streaking and how powerful it was. And there are so many groups that have started various different habit streaks, and one of them was that there was this Facebook group. I'm not sure if it still exists, but basically to join it, you have to run 1 mile every single day. And people started, obviously there was a small group that started, and all you had to do was run 1 mile. And it doesn't matter how you feel, it doesn't matter where you are, it doesn't matter what you're doing, what's going on in your life, you are running 1 mile every single day. And people became so obsessed with not breaking their streaks. Like, I'm sure this can probably get unhealthy too, but they became so obsessed with not breaking their streaks that they had like the craziest stories on this Facebook group. Like, my wife was about to give birth and I was like, I have to first go and run my mile, because you get so invested in the process and not breaking your stride or not breaking the chain that your automatic need is to actually keep on doing it. And this is going to be so powerful if you put it into practice. Cool, so let us get practical. You guys know I love to do things that are super practical. So how can we use the streaking method to reach all of our goals? So step 1 is you need to figure out what your goals are, and I want you to make them achievable. I want you to make them practical. Like, I don't want you to make something crazy that you know you're never going to do, because for this to work, it has to be something that you can break down very easily into a daily streak. So I want you to firstly get out a piece of paper and write down, you may need to pause this video, 1 to 3 goals that you want to achieve in 2022. These might be something like, I want to build my upper body strength. I want to run a 5K. I want to, I don't know, lose 5 kilos. And then what I want you to do is I want you to write down a daily action that you can take and commit to every single day that is going to get you closer to this goal. So for example, I want to work on my upper body strength, so I'm going to do 10 push-ups every single day. Or I want to run a 5K. I'm going to run around the block every single day, no matter what. Or perhaps I want to eat better. I'm committing to cooking 5 nights a week, no matter what. Or perhaps I want to lose fat. I have to track my calories 7 days a week. Something small, something achievable. You could also at this point do something that you actually don't want to do, right? So you could highlight a habit that you want to break. So say for example, and I've been there, so I know that's a big one. I don't want to binge eat. I just don't want to binge eat in 2022. And every single day that you don't binge eat, that is going to be 1 check on your calendar. And then you need to get super clear on the when, the how, I need to know if you're doing your push-ups that you're doing them at 6 a.m. when the alarm goes off. The more clarity you can get on the exact details around when you are going to be doing your streak, the more chance there will be that you will be successful. Now there's a fantastic app that I want you to download called Time Cap. And here you can actually set up your daily and weekly and monthly streaks, and it is going to keep you motivated and you can actually check them off each day. Alternatively, you can also get, I'll put a link down below. Alternatively, you can get out a big calendar and you can actually do it on if you're a visual person, you can do it on a calendar as well, which I also really like. Step 3 is you do need to give yourself a little bit of leeway. So obviously we are gonna try our best to not break the streaks, but we also have to be careful not to have the all or nothing mindset. So, okay, well, I screwed up now. I missed 1 day. I didn't go for a jog around the block. I don't even care anymore. I'm not even gonna do it. So perhaps you say to yourself, 5 days out of 7 days, you want to go for a jog around the block. So say perhaps Thursday morning, your dog hurts its foot, you have to go to the vet, and you can't do your jog that day, and then you have a work function and it's just impossible. You know you have to do 5 out of 7 days. And so when it is realistic, we are also a lot more likely to stick to it. So if it is something you can do every day, absolutely fantastic, but do give yourself a little bit of leeway just so that you don't have that all or nothing mindset. So step number 4 is you wanna start streaking, girl, and I want you to start easy and I want you to start small, and I guarantee you that all of these compound actions are going to add up into you reaching all of your goals in 2022. If I had to ask you to read 10 pages of a book, you'd be like, Ange, 10 pages, that's really not gonna do much, it's really not gonna make any difference. Let me tell you, girl, by the end of 2022, you've read a hell of a lot of books. And this is how we are slowly but surely going to get you to all of those lean body goals in 2022, which I am so excited to be there along for the journey. See you girls crushing all of your goals. And I know that this streaking technique is going to help you tremendously. And once you have mastered a few and you feel like the habits are just coming right at you, of course you can start adding more, you can start expanding on them and challenging yourself a little more each month. So I am really excited for you to take action if you have watched this video, take a few moments, write down those goals, write down your daily habits, download the Time Cap app, or get yourself a big calendar. And I really hope that this has inspired you to take action. I love you all very much. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet done it. Let me know down below if you enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys next week for another Lean Girl vid. Mwah. The theory behind it is that you create small and who is bothering us? My camera died, so we're back at it.